feel lucky enough to have grown up in such an era of hip-hop. It'll forever remain precious and never happen again, right? I mean, I was actually alive to be a part of the evolutions of the Pacs, the Biggies, the Puns, the L, the Guru. I mean, these cats all had their own styles, ideas, and concepts, and they just weren't comparable to anyone else at the time. And that's what it was about. It was about being different, being original, have something to say. I mean, this was actual talent. These were artists, and to me, this will always be hip-hop.
I remember way back, the first raps that I wrote during class didn't pass, I never took any notes. Just a page full of cliff notes, quotes full of punchlines. The rhymes that I wrote spoke the rhythms of my mind, and most times I just did it for fun. Wanted to spit like Canibus and Pun, rolled into one. And I prayed for the days just to battle someone. I was a slave to the praise, gave to whomever won. And in a way it's a phase where my journey begun, and my style's finally changed. Look at what it's become. Reflect life experience and therapeutically use it. Concepts and storyline based themed in my music. The challenges you faced, mistakes and confusion. Instead you planned ahead, which led to better solutions. A real artist growth shows a meaning behind, when every line they design captures moments in time.
And I remember parents saying, it isn't the same. What happened to the music? Damn man, it's totally changed. I used to wonder how they could even complain, and now I'm that old head talking the good old days. Do you remember parents saying, it isn't the same? What happened to the music? Damn man, it's totally changed. I used to wonder how they could even complain, and now I'm that old head talking the good old days.
11:59, waited in lines just for that new release. Read the CD sleeves for features and who produced the beats. An experience, you bumped it all the way home. Like, are you hearing this? Delirious from song after song. I'd swing through Newberry comics just in search of new artists. At 1088 a CDC, this used to be modest. Then came the birth of Napster and I was amazed. I paid no concern that this would be the turn of an age, and invoked such a change in how our music was bought. Now digital downloads show how the people support. It seems like everyone's a critic, they're just different fans. And the internet is flooded with musicians and bands. Am I alone? Is it me, or is it tougher to deal with? Now it takes too long to sift through all the clones and the bullshit. It's shamefully hard to sit and watch as it falls. I'm just glad I was a part to see the start of it all.
And I remember parents saying, it isn't the same. What happened to the music? Damn man, it's totally changed. I used to wonder how they could even complain, and now I'm that old head talking the good old days. Do you remember parents saying, it isn't the same? What happened to the music? Damn man, it's totally changed. I used to wonder how they could even complain, and now I'm that old head talking the good old days.
I feel like I can move the planet with my verses, like a preacher move the churches. Certain people wanna purchase when they deep beneath the surface. I was raised by the masters, praised by the masses, known for turning rappers into burning piles of ashes. Observe my style of savage, I studied the gods. I spent about 2,000 hours over analyzing knives, like these albums were my classes and your late passes. When I release these last hypnotical gases, so you can get the gas face, fuck all that new buzz. I swear to KMD before you knew who Doom was. When I was rocking Peach Fuzz and Pete was the creator. Ain't no era greater, app witness the Alpha and Omega when it came to all this rap shit. Before all this plastic, when people didn't simply throw around that word classic. It's something that was earned and the CDs were burned. You had to live it, now these kids searching on Google to learn.
And I remember parents saying, it isn't the same. What happened to the music? Damn man, it's totally changed.